In my last video, I introduced you to my Brain to the Cloud project. If you haven't watched that video yet, you might want to do that first. In that video, we talked about the motivation and goals of the project, where I intend to hack a simple MindFlex toy to read my brain data and upload it to the cloud so that I can ultimately compare that brain data to my Call of Duty stats to see if there is any correlation between focus and attention and video game performance. In this video, we'll hack the MindFlex device and see if we can get my brain data to the cloud. All right, let's get this thing out of the box and hack it. Oops, I almost forgot. We should probably wipe this thing down to make sure that it's okay to be handling. Yeah, safety first. Here's all of the circuitry involved, and I'd love to tell you everything about what is going on here, but unfortunately I am not Big Clive, so what we are after is the transmit pin. We're going to use this little board to handle the heavy lifting of parsing the MindFlex data and publishing it to our MQTT topic. Thankfully, the MindFlex dumps out its readings to serial, so we can grab them by hooking up the transmit pin on the MindFlex to the receive pin on our ESP board. Now let's open this thing up, and of course, someone left the batteries in and they've leaked and corroded. Maybe we can get it cleaned up and powered on? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Fine, let's power it with external USB. Okay, the board is hooked up. And now it's time to upload some code to it. So once I had this sketch code uploaded to the ESP board, I powered everything on, and before I could even close it up, I realized that the ESP is not fond of running on 5 volt. Fine, I'll just pop in a module to step the voltage down from 5 to 3.3 volts and all will be fine. No? Well, the ESP board ran cooler, but only because the USB power supply just wasn't enough to run both the MindFlex and the ESP board. So, as I feared, it's time to order another MindFlex headset and hope that this one has a working and non-corroded battery pack that can power itself. Then I'll rely on external battery or USB with a step-down module to power the ESP. So fast forward a few weeks and I have a fresh, brand new, slightly used MindFlex in hand, and this time there's no corrosion. Heck, it looks like this thing hasn't even ever been used. So here I've got the USB feed running through the step-down power module, and I'm on a switch that will let me quickly toggle between my home Wi-Fi network and my mobile hotspot, which will come in handy for conference demos. And now I mount the ESP board and the LED. Okay, I stuff them into the housing and smash it shut, and hopefully nothing will short out here. Actually, off camera, I did go ahead and wrap everything up in some Captain tape to make sure that there wouldn't be any risk of shorts. And now, the moment of truth. Step 1, power up the MindFlex so it starts reading and producing data. Next, plug in the USB power supply, and of course I've got the plug backwards. Blue lights here should tell me that I'm connected to Wi-Fi and producing data to the MQTT topic. There's a few blinks, so let's go ahead and log in and connect. And wow, it actually works. So, like all highly scientific endeavors, this project required a rigorous data collection effort. At least that's what I told my wife as I spent the next month playing Call of Duty with this silly contraption strapped to my head. To be honest, the device isn't terrible to wear, but it does tend to get slightly uncomfortable after an hour or so of playing, and it also makes it a bit difficult to wear a headset, so I often swapped out my normal gaming headset for a simple pair of earbuds. Now the MindFlex provides data about once a second, but I throttled it to persist to my database every 5 seconds, considering that to be a reasonable enough sample of data to get accurate results. In the next video, we'll wrap up this project with a look at the results of 1 month of gameplay with the MindFlex. Will it provide any insight into my original hypothesis, or will I have wasted 150 hours of gameplay with a tight elastic band around my head and a probe clipped to my earlobe? Tune in to find out, and as always, thank you for watching.